Hey there, Schnarfs and Schnarfettes. How you doing today? We're gonna have a little bit of mobile action again, a little bit of BTD battles. This guy's pretty decent, 29 and 12. Again, a little bit of experience, learning the game. We played about 5 times as many games as him, so we know what's going on. As far as tower choice goes, I don't even know. Try some new stuff, man. Cannon, engineer, I think we gotta go with the farm. And then, oh yeah, look at that, we got lucky enough to get the wizard. We've been getting pretty lucky with our random towers lately, haven't we? Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. So I don't even know what to start off with. I mean, of course, going with a cannon would be like my normal strategy, but of course, because it's on mobile, we got engineers, it'd be like, let's just do that guy. But, farm, that's the way to go. Let's start off with the farm, get some economy going. Now, when we look over at our enemy side, we notice an engineer. Or, not an engineer, a ninja. When we see a ninja, we usually think two things. We either think, oh man, this guy's going to go for 4th tier ninjas late game, which is probably going to be bad for us, or maybe we can harass him a little bit. Harass him a little bit with some grouped balloons, but maybe not yet. Red balloons probably not the best thing to do unless he's ninjaing and farming. He's probably gonna be able to defend a lot of your rushes. But if he is farming and ninjaing, you could probably send up some group balloons either on level 1 or 4 and probably do some damage, or at least keep him from farming. That's what you want to do. Keep your enemy from getting lots of money while you're getting tons of money, getting balloon economy and farm economy. Oh my goodness gracious. So engineers just taking these guys down, but I have decided, I'm going to go for a little bit of a mini rush. Go for these group blues. Again, getting a little bit of economy out of it, maybe doing some damage. Not really sure. If he uses his battle energy or something, he'll probably be able to defend these guys. But at least we'll keep him busy, make him do things and stuff like that. So I decided in the midst of the blues, why not try a quick little pink thing? Maybe that'll make his ninja start attacking the wrong thing or something like that. And actually did a decent job. I'm not saying it did a fantastic job, but it did a decent job of at least keeping him a little bit busy. But it doesn't look like we're going to do very much damage at all. And he's got distraction on those blue balloons, or distraction on his ninja as well. At least that's what it looks like. I think a blue balloon flew back or something like that. Which definitely doesn't help us out. Anyways, look at that. Blue balloon's getting pretty darn far, man. If we can send up some green balloons, that would be just plain amazing. He's already down to 133 lives. If he gets a higher level ninja up pretty soon, he will not be losing very many lives. Anyways, he's got his lightning wizard up. That's probably the best thing to do. Just get that lightning wizard up instead of getting 4th tier ninja or something like that. And that'll help him out quite a bit for those group balloons. Not gonna do any more damage to him. But look at our economy, 350. That's an extra 100. That means the late game we're gonna be better off than this guy, definitely. So right now we're thinking, this guy's got no economy. We got farms. We got balloon economy. Oh my God, this game is in our favor right now. All we have to do is survive the hard rushes. If we can survive the hard rushes, we'll go into the late game. And of course, destroy in the late game. We're good at late game. I'm good at late game. And maybe some other people are pretty decent. But with his tower choices, I cannot see him going very, very far. Of course, those tornado wizards, those guys can be really, really good against balloons. But when I have the cannon is the key here, guys. Because you got Moab Maulers. When you have a 4-2 cannon and you have Moab Maulers, you can beat just about any rush. And that's why anything with a cannon, like a ninja and a cannon, they're just such a good combination. If you can get both of those guys together and just make them get used together well being the key word there, you're going to be almost unstoppable. A lot of people tell me, dart monkeys and other random things kind of having to do with dart monkeys are really, really solid defenses. But I must say that based on absolutely no experience whatsoever, but based on just fundamentally understanding the concept of the game, I really think that ninjas and cannons would be one of my favorite combinations of towers pretty much ever. I know in Flash version they're okay, they can be used pretty efficiently, but I really feel like in this game they would just be awesome, man. Just freaking awesome. The flash bomb ninjas are even better in this game. If you can get a 4-2 ninja, no rushes are going to get you through you because of the distraction, no like ceramics or anything like that. And if you got the 4-2 cannon, man, nothing's going to stop you. No group balloon, no amount of group balloons are going to get through that. Even Riga Rainbows and such. No, get out of town, man. So again, I'm just going to kind of stray away from Riga Rainbows. Honestly, let's just be for rizzles for a second. If I Riga Rainbow rushed him right now, especially if I balloon energy Riga Rainbow rushed him, there's no way he could survive unless he builds a magical defense out of thin air in a few seconds. Those fire mages, they just do not do well versus grouped balloons, especially Riga grouped balloons. So I'm just going to continue on with a little bit of economy. I got 400, I got 400 economy, got a couple farms over there. So again, I'm just doing really, really solid. I got a really solid defense overall. I got a couple cannons getting ready to build if I want to get Moab Maulers or such, or whatever I want. Realistically, all I'm thinking is the longer I last, the better I'm off. Boy, that's what he said. So, I can get some engineers. I can just spam engineers for Moab Pop Power, or, of course, Moab Maulers. Moab Maulers, one Moab Mauler can probably take down a Moab. And on top of that, if you can get some balloon energy being used on those guys, you're just going to rock them, man. Just going to rock all these things. And I know I've been saying man a lot in this video. I don't know. Maybe that's my new saying. I always get these new sayings every once in a while. It's, believe it or not, what else do I say? I'm not lying. Something like that. Now it's man. Alright, so anyways, you can notice, look at that. The Moab Maulers just demolished that Moab. It was like no big deal. And also, you know what? I can also get the Tornado Wizard up that's just going to smash those ceramics back to the beginning. They didn't even get 25% through. And you can tell this guy is just... Oh, man, he's in diapers right now because he should be in diapers right now because he's going to be pooping his pants when he sees the gigantic rush. Then I'm like, oh, he disconnected. Okay, so I guess we couldn't send out that gigantic rush. But again, it just shows that we were able to defend pretty much anything. We led him to the late game, and we just made sure we lasted, and we lasted long enough to make us win very, very easily, actually. In fact, the guy was so sad that he surrendered. Personally, I don't know if I would have done the same thing. I probably would have tried some different things, but some people know they're just like, I'm beaten, whatever, I got no economy, she's gonna beat me, I'm just gonna give up now. Sometimes I feel that way. I usually don't do that. I'm weird like that. I can't just give up as easily as some other people. So we're going to, of course, start off with a farm today, and then an engineer, and I just realized, oh, crap. What's the worst thing you can do on this level? Put banana farms near the top of the level. Put banana farms near the top of the level. Your little bananas are going to fly off the top, and we're not going to be happy, because all my money is just going to be wasted. I'm going to get negative money out of those bananas. So I decided to sell it and rebuy it. Of course, I went down a couple $100 with that deal, but it's not the end of the world, you know, it's still at the beginning of the game. We can make that money back. Slight hindrance to our awesomeness, but our awesomeness is still very, very awesome, to say the least. And I got another engineer thing, so I went to actually, with this game, I decided, let's go cannons, and then I decided engineers, but that seemed like a good idea at first, and then I realized, well, it's really not that good, because, I mean, the cleansing foam, Jizgineers, those guys are okay, but they're still not full camo detection, and I don't really like going with them. We also did get lucky enough to get a helicopter, so, you know, kind of banking on the fact of your random tower needs to be good is not really a good thing, but it worked out okay, I guess. You can have a little bit of camo pop and power with that guy, and also have the cleansing foam as well, just to help stop these guys. So as far as my defense goes, I feel like my towers are bad, so I should probably try and end this game early if at all possible, but I really have to make sure that I know what I'm doing, and I have to make sure that I can beat this guy before I go all out on this weird rush that just doesn't work out, and then I'm stuck again with the poop hitting the fan and stuff. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going pretty heavy on my economy today, as you can probably tell. It's already level 8, got 2 farms, and I don't really have a good defense. Engineers, they can stop a little bit of balloons. If this guy rushed me with 3 yellows or something, I'd have a little hard time actually defending that stuff and actually making it worthwhile for me to survive, because I'd probably be down to about, depending on how big that rush is, I could maybe even die from some Reaper yellows if I don't use my balloon energy. If I use my balloon energy, I probably will be okay, and then I can just build some things if I really needed to sell a farm. But lucky enough for us, this guy hasn't been sending out any rushes against us the entire freaking game. So anyways, as you can tell, I really want to build a helicopter down there. But no, the recycling bin's in the way. Stupid recycling bin. Recycling bin, actually, very good idea for Windows. Recycling bins help me out so much, because sometimes I mess up videos, I go back and check my recycling bin, and boom, there it is. Usually, sometimes being the keywords there. Anyways, level 13. Again, I really feel like Reaper Rainbows would probably kill this guy, but I did not go for them this game. I was going to try and stay away from them. Again, I'm trying to stay away from Reaper Rainbow rushes for at least a little while, so people don't call me noobs and say that the only way you can win is with Reaper Rainbows. It's not true at all. Just play a little bit into the late game. You know, of course, early game it's going to be hard to kill people with anything else besides Reaper Rainbows, except for maybe something like weird camo rushes, or if people are really, really silly and don't have like popping power or something like that, then you can probably kill them that way. This guy's got a really reasonable defense. You know, he's got his 4-2 cannon, which is going to stall every single balloon, allow all of his extra other towers to do some extra popping power. That's really all you need sometimes. And then also, you're probably thinking he's got some money over there, because he's got 2 farms as well. He's got probably just as much economy as me, actually. I'm actually going to go for 1 more nanner farm. I mean, I got to keep up my economy just as much as he's keeping up his. So we got 3 nanner farms now, and we're probably going to take this game into the late game. I also feel like he didn't get his nanner farms up as early as I did, though, so maybe that's good news for me. So I noticed a slight weakness in his defense. I decided to go for a few camo leads. I didn't go all out on the camo lead rush, but I did send out quite a bit, actually. In fact, now that I think about it, camo regrow leads would have probably been just a little bit better, because he probably wouldn't have been able to defend those so easily, and he probably would have lost a lot more lives on that deal. But it looks like he actually didn't lose that many at all. In fact, it almost looked like he lost 1 life. So anyways, I noticed he uses balloon energy, or his battle energy, so you know what that means, right? Time it perfectly. The perfect rush, the perfect storm. A Moab right now, right after his battle energy has been sucked out of him. So now we have a Moab almost through his entire defense. I mean, that 4-2 cannon is pretty freaking amazing, and he's got a Dartling gun and 0-3 Dart Monkeys, which are very good versus ceramics. And it looks like he is actually going to be able to take those guys down even without battle energy, which does make me a little afraid because my defense couldn't do that. Absolutely couldn't do that. I'm going to have a little bit of a harder time versus this guy. So now I'm stuck in a predicament. Do I try and defend, or do I try and rush? Now, one thing that you should probably do... Oh, he made a mistake. Boom. We got this game now. Biggest mistake he could have done is go for that laser cannon. Because laser cannon, even though it would be pretty decent versus Moabs, and pretty good versus balloons, is not as good as Moab Mauler. You should have got 2-3 Moab Maulers for the same price as that laser cannon, and then build some extra pop power, and you'd be set. You'd be set. You'd have an amazing defense. You could probably even pop some ZOMGoodness and stuff. But he didn't do that, and now, oh my goodness, now I think we can go for a gigantic rush on one of these upcoming levels and just do amazing, because, you know, we know he just spent $6,000, so even though I have $7,000, he's probably down to like 2K or something like that. So even if he did sell his farm, the best he can possibly have is probably about $8,000 right now. $8,000. That's just not enough. So we're gonna go for pretty much an all-out rush here, guys. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna send out, believe it or not, you guys know it, a ZOMGood. An evil ZOMGood. I really wish you could have regrow ZOMGoods in this game, and camo ZOMGoods and stuff. That would make this game a lot better. But anyways, what I did was I actually went for a full ZOMGood. I got a BFB right on top of it, so that's gonna be a lot of freaking balloons on top of each other. And he's also, it looks like he's actually trying to rush me, or what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing, but with all that extra money, I don't have any defense right now. I have like a terrible defense. I have a 4-2 cannon, a little freaking helicopter over there, but an engineer, and look at that, all these balloons are going through his entire defense, but he's rushing me! Rico Rainbows, he's going for an all-out Rico Rainbow rush against me, and could this possibly take me down before it takes him down? This is ridiculous, he's losing tons of lives, but we are able to take him down! Barely take him down. That's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.